good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. This is Chloe Demir of Save the Victor Roll. How's everybody doing today? Amazing, I hope. So it is really early here in the morning. I think my background is now gone a little wonky. But we're okay. We are here to play with something new from Suva Beauty. Ooh, what is in here, you may ask? This is the Hydra Space. So, and of course, as what Suva Beauty is known for, is water-activated eyeliners. So I'm just going to do this so I don't blind you. So it has a mirror, it has 5 shades, it comes with a brush that matches the case. And yeah, so these are duochrome highlighters, water activated liners. They're the 5 shades. So we are looking at Mars, Golden Eclipse, Nebula, Stellar, and Celestial. There we go. Whoa, that was hard for first thing this morning. And I don't know how much you can see. There you go. You can see a little shift where this one goes from a green to a blue. This one's kind of like a purpley to a gray. Can't see much of a shift on the silver, but that is okay. And plus they're not wet. So there we go. I did sneakily play with the shade Nebula in a look that I did with Wilma Fingerdew. But yeah, so let's kind of get started here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of my Suva primer, and then I'm just going to pack that on my eyeball. I forgot a mirror, so I guess I'm going to have to look into the camera. Just a little bit to even out my lids, make a little bit of tack, because I am going to use one shade to, my eye a little dark this morning here. I'm going to use one shade just for a base, and then we're going to go on with the liners. So what I'm using for in my base, it's the Suva We Make Rainbows Jealous palette. I got this in the Suva sale in September. So it is this beautiful, oh, let's get rid of this plasticky thing, rainbow color here. And we are just going to play with this yellow shade. How did I end up with 2 of them in here? I must have had one from one of the other palettes. And of course, it's just called yellow, so fair enough. I'm going to use one of these little Suva brushes that I have here. We're going to dip into the yellow. We're just going to use the yellow as a little bit of a base to play with some liners. So just nothing too much, just a little bit of color. I have a little bit of the NYX yellow blush on, a little bit of bronzer base, put on a little bit of the Blend Bunny highlighter. I used the yellow shade that was in there. Seeing a bit of theme. Oh, I can use the mirror in here. Why am I struggling here? There we go. Just, you know, a little bit of yellow. The yellow here pops more on a white base, but I just used in the neutral base because that's the Suva one I had. And again, it's not really about the yellow eyeshadow. It is about the liners. And then I will put my Suva Beauty colors I have are very bright for lips, so I'm just going to stick a neutral dose of colors on top when I am done here. Just, again, get these plastic things out of my way. So what I did was we have this liner brush here. I have a couple other ones from Suva here. I did have I bought some other ones in the Suva sale, but I just wasn't in the mood to open them yet, so I grabbed another couple different size of slightly thinner ones to play with. So that way we've got a good assortment of brushes. I've got my little container of water from my little Suva thing, and I have to remember use the dropper part, not open it, because then you make a great big mess. All right, so I think the first shade that I'm going to use, and it's going to be the one that I couldn't read, which was the Golden Eclipse, so we're going to use that one first. Now, so the key to these always is to get the right consistency. Don't use too much water, and what I was seeing on the video for this is that you need to be slow and steady with mixing. So that's what I'm going to do. I should bend the brush here a bit, and I'm going to very carefully this is so pretty, is just mix the shade here. And I like to get it to kind of like a consistency of a pudding. When you make a nice, one of those instant puddings, and then you could mix it to how thick or thin you want, but I like a nice general pudding cup consistency, I guess. So then we've got that there, and then I'm going to, and the other thing that's nice about these, they're buildable, but if you get the right consistency, you can usually get in one go a nice line. And then what I would do is then start my other side to give this a little bit of a chance to dry before putting on my next one. So look how pretty that is. Just a lovely gold shade. I just want to try and use all of them so you can kind of see what they're like. So the next time when I want to do a look, I will know which color will go best with the look. Try not to make this video too long because we're just technically playing with one item. Hopefully you can see it is really pretty. It goes on super nice, and like I said, if you get the right consistency right away, use the right brush, you can technically get it to go on nicely with one go, and that's what's going on here. But I just want to build a teeny bit more. So there we go. So that is really, really pretty. I like that. And like I said, if you get the right consistency and you don't do too many layers, these do not crack. They stay on all day. These are really, really good liners. I think next I want to play with the one, the Nebula. So this was the one I had already used the other night. And I really liked this one a lot. This was so pretty. So again, careful with the water droplets. We don't want too much. I don't want a swimming pool. And then so again, I've got a pudding-like consistency in there. And then let's see what we can do. So I think I'm going to do that just right over the yellow line, like the eyeshadow right along there. Just above my crease here, and I'm going to swoop it out. See, look how pretty that is. Is that not pretty? That is so nice. So we can just do it so that when my eye is open, we can still see some color. There we go. And then we're going to repeat the same on the other side. I am starting to get a little bit better at putting some things on. Well, I have my eyes like open so I can kind of see where where it creases shut. There we go. I don't know what word to say, the right terminology, but I think you know what I mean. And then I might have made that a little thick there, but it's so pretty, why not? Okay, so let's try and match up the other side a little bit. And it goes here, I think you can kind of see that it goes kind of like a light powdery blue, and then it seems to go into this teal shade. I'm glad I mixed a little bit more though. That's okay. So we've got the gold and the blue. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to bring silver down the sides here. So that was the shade Stellar, and same thing. Let's see, just like so nice. All right. So now on the outer edge, let's bring the silver. Now this I think would look beautiful on like maybe a black base or like dark royal purple or blue. That would look so nice. So I'm going to do that a little bit thicker on the side over here. Yeah, see, it's so pretty. Just so we can see it a little bit more. I want a little bit thicker. There you go. I think just like the gold, I think the silver would look nice on top like that. Or if you want to do something really dramatic, I think that would look fabulous on a darker shadow. So there we go. So next, let's do the purpley shade. So that was Celestial. And while I make my concoction here, oh, and this one goes from like a purple to like a teal to a different type of purple. This one's almost maybe even more multi-chrome than duochrome. So I think we have the right consistency there. And then I think I need this mirror instead. It's a bit bigger. Oh, look how pretty that is. You can definitely do a lot of fun looks with these liners. Like I wouldn't put it in the waterline, but just on the bottom, along or underneath your bottom lashes. I think that's fun. This is fun. Like I said, we're just playing, we're just testing these out. And then lastly, and then that was the shade Mars. Yes, we're gonna go into the shade Mars. I'm going to use the slightly thicker one that I have because I see I want to just do it on the top of the lash line. I guess the most neutrally of one. Maybe this one should have gone on the bottom. I don't know. This is pretty. It's kind of like a reddy. Yeah, they're mixing this. It is a bit brown, but then it does have a little bit of red that goes through. It's not seeming as shiny as the other one, so I'm wondering if this is supposed to be more of a base color or traditional more liner, but let's just do it. Hopefully this isn't too thick. There we go. We have tried out all the colors here. I think a darker base if you want to do more along the bottom, but these show up really nicely here, just so you don't see my wrinkly skin so much. All right, so last thing, let's throw on a little mascara. Some false lashes would have really finished this off, but I'm not in the mood for that at the moment. I rarely am, which sucks because I have some beautiful lashes. Then we're gonna go, and here we are. Okay, so this is just playing to see how they work, seeing all the colors, seeing which ones I like, and surprisingly that Mars one is shinier than I thought, and it's super pretty. So I definitely can't wait to do a more dramatic, as in a darker shadows with the look. But like I said, I just wanted a little bit of yellow down just to see how that works. And again, I boo-booed there, but there we go. All right, so it's not perfect, but it was a fun first play with the Hydra Space liners from Suva Beauty. All right, so this should be pretty quick. As always, if you'd like to give us a like, comment, and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. Maybe even hit that notification bell. If not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still play with water-activated liners in pretty colors together. As always, behave, make good choices, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.